Arthur, get down here.
General, I'm on the Jedi. They're in hallway 328.
Activate relay shields.
Pick a card, pick a number, how they get a hit. Pick a guy they'll represent. Hit the lotto, now they get my drift. Seize them, breach. Seize them, Jesus. Hey, this shit for profit, the love of money, I make you a doctrine. A little retarded, put something stupid big out of my pocket. Finna go get this shit polished, we be in fast lanes, dipping like dolphins. If a nigga hit your helix, you can't betray me like I'm a Spartan, yeah. Look what they do to this shit, it get gruesome and shit. I got time to get crucial with it. Ahead of my time, so I'm futuristic. Diamonds embezzled in euphemism. Ain't no point telling you I got the light. If you didn't see me beaming through the sky, the scare flew out of the coffin alive. The devil you talking about must be alive. Yeah. I never let the chick pee. Yeah, I know she gotta eat. Driving out if we don't eat out. She gon' roll when I get to party. Let her nag in the back seat. Video vixen charge for tickets. Might make a nigga plead.
You're welcome.
And Anakin Skywalker. I was expecting someone with your reputation to be a little older.
General Grievous, you're shorter than I expected.
They told me go and vote locally. I don't even know who niggas supposed to be. All these conditions was made for opposing me. Niggas can't even go be who they know to be. I buy back 7 cents for the tax. I just a 7, my sentence is max. They throw that shit out of court in the back. They don't like how I came in just the front. Illegal carry just had me a blast. If I expose my predicament, why would I handle my ass? Pause. This shit is not for the camera optics. This shit is evidence right in my pocket. Young nigga flexing on Palpatine. The Pope go after me, he had his charters. I just pulled up on the Baphomet. The Illuminati is the incunabula. Finna pull up on the Hierophant. Yeah, pick a card, pick a number, how they get a hit. Pick a god they'll represent. Hit the lotto, now they get my drip. Seize them, breathe. Seize them, Jesus. Pick a card, pick a number, how they get a hit. Pick a god they'll represent. Hit the lotto, now they get my drift. Seize them, breathe. Seize them, Jesus.
Master of the force, rule the whole world with my mind. Hey, lead the rebellion, the revolution will be televised. Like I'm the prize, the light side on the rise. They realize, we real guys. Like all we ever do is win. Draw the power from within. King Mitchell, that's my kin. Even when I lose, I win. Hey. Even when I lose, I win. Giving them hell, but they all know I'm heaven. Since say you want proof, there you go, I'm evidence. Hey, niggas be hating, but them niggas negligent. God in the flesh, they see me, they pay a young nigga, they reverence. Fucking with me, you really don't know what you started. I hit up my angels, they hear me back. We see, we leave departed. If you ever try to hold me back, I'ma let you go. If you ever talk behind my back, I'ma always know. I be manifesting hella stacks, get it on the low. I already know that I'm the greatest, but you'll never know. Humble as hell, but got your girl sucking my ego. Selfish as fuck, but do everything for the people. King Mitchell, he the realest, that's the hermit whiz. And you already know who the magician is.
Pick a card, pick a number, how they get a hit. Pick a god they'll represent. Hit the lotto, now they get my drift. Seize them, breach. Seize them, Jesus. Pick a card, pick a number, how they get a hit. Pick a god they'll represent. Hit the lotto, now they get my drift. Seize them, breach. Seize them, Jesus.
Do you have a plan B?
Hey, grandma, I did it. I done graduated school, that was one of your wishes. Holding your hand, hospital visits. Damn, I miss wiping off all your kisses. First half of 2024 was real malicious. I done lost some lovers, man, this shit was getting twisted. But the dog in me was simply moving too relentless. Man, I just can't give up, I got people that believe in me. I know half of these women ain't seen what I had seen in me. I know these niggas tried to spoil my opportunities. Fuck a multi-win, stay in your bag and build a dynasty. Whoever come in and resonate might just be meant to be. I done see some shit and I'm just 23. Walking in the pyramids of memory. I done turn my dreams into reality. Seen it from afar, now it's here gradually. Looking at the man that's in the mirror, he's the challenger. Sit down, roll a joint and brainstorm and touch the atmosphere. Yeah, I'm the chosen one, something like the avatar. Tripped out like a matador. We done came a long way from busting down on 444s. That's when I had thought about making it to the league. But my heart wasn't in it, so I didn't succeed. Now this music, I'm making a whole different thing. Heard it to myself, keep your head up, young king. It's gonna be trials and tribulations that you may face. Just plant your feet and don't run away. They calling for Mayday, tryna ride my wave, cause it's just not safe. I know half of these women ain't seen what I had seen in me. I know these niggas tried to spoil my opportunities. Fuck a multi-win, stay in your bag and build a dynasty. Whoever come in and resonate might just be meant to be. I done see some shit and I'm just 23. Walking in the pyramids of memory. I done turn my dreams into reality. Seen it from afar, now it's here gradually.
Hey, I just had a little break for a minute. Just had a little prayer for dinner. Out in the land that's prepared for winter. Cold, I'm on my parental figure. So is you finna stand a little bigger. Hey, we need a pools, making the clan out of tigers. Hand in the pot, they planting the picture. Land of the lost, gon' lay to the scripture. Feel like there's too many eyes in a party. Who the fuck we celebrating? I might be hating, but this ain't the time to be gnarly. This why it's time to get radical. Tossing out factuals just to maintain an apartment. Living on my hermeneutics, you kick pharmaceuticals, you never get in the parties. Cling to the script, rather hitting departure. You just been playing imposter. Please, I can peep it, it's playing in your posture. Got plenty of your kids, but they eating with Fosters. Crabs in a bucket, they dreaming about lobster. Got no time to discuss what you thinking is proper. Still tweaking all grievances, feeling like Crocker. You thinking we need what you treating this doctor. I am no Martin Luther, I get exclusive. I am the pinnacle product. Debauchery thoughts are intrusive. What would you do if you had a plan to play Potter? Would you stay stuck in that room, pushing the broom? Tears make you use it to mop. Years of delay that you using to stop. Pursuing the shit that you knew was a crowd. I am one of the slickest, you couldn't pick. They smoother than Lou at a party. Oh, that's how you moving, no shawty. That's what you do in this garden. That's what you do with Bacardi. I promise you, you don't improve at a party. There's innocent bitches that brood at a party, whose only intention is ruin the party. I am the type to say naked, I'm gonna say what I think you're doing at parties. Moving from loose as you loosen your grip to reality, you see your dreams start to party. Sadly, that's when the heart like the hardest. I'm at a real peaceful bows. I'm like the part of your teacher throw. I'm like the part when the screen was low. I'm like that time when the steam is high. I'm what you bump when the speaker's low. Fuck everything that you think is gold. Leave it so, leave it to the things we wanna see beneath us grow. I'm cool if you try give me Beavis roll. That's just a map that the ego know. I'm in the back, get an eager throat. Have me relax, she match the speed. How does she clear in catastrophe? Hey. How does she clear in catastrophe? How does she You just stay in the party. You should just stay out of party. You should just make our own parties. Hey. We can just make our own parties. You just hey.
Foolish babble 3. Look, if they ask me why I do this, Bitch, I'm stupid. 30 years old, rapping like I'm about to do shit. Reppin' NJ, I'm chillin' in LV. Pardon me, I don't really give a flying Massachusetts. Yeah, so now I got that out of the way. I'm thinking about some extra stupid, silly shit I could say. Like, I'm the best, fuck the rest. Kinda like Kevin Hart, how I say it with my chest. Cut the check. I rock a MAGA hat, but no, this ain't a MAGA rap. Kill a politician, murk him with a battle axe. The day I ever trust the government with myself will be the day I believe that Epstein killed himself. Get it? Before you say it's a conspiracy, they made you get a passport, then they stripped your speech, made you black as screen. You was marching on them streets, then they took your money, copped some cribs with it. Say la vie, ay, this life really ain't what it seems. People really think they Dr. King behind computer screens. You hollered out Breonna Taylor, now her mama wondering where that money went. See you later. They said Black Lives Matter, that's no debate. Then told those same black people stop Asian hate. Gave them a crime bill, then you prayed for Ukraine. Now you thinking that I'm crazy, you must be insane. People still chasing clout, hungry for the fame. If it ain't cool to tell the truth, I'd rather be a lame. Bet they staged them shootings and you may never really know. Fuck gun control, I shoot bullets with my soul. How you real but you spitting fake raps, and your biddy with me kinda like Diddy, how she take that? Take that, yeah I said it, take that. Y'all compliant sheep walking around wearing face masks. I'm an asshole and a dick, and my mama taught me better, but I'll never give a shit. Rep the third sign from the Gemini click. Cross the line and I'll summon angels on you real quick, bitch.
What? Of course. Hey, yo. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to Ray Power, Society's Rigged. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to T-Win. Shout out to Zay. Okay. Shout out to King Mitchell. I didn't even realize we haven't been live in a minute. So holler. We are back for the full moon, baby. This is it. This is it. We're here. You're still alive. And the grand lever switch is being switched so that you can officially enter the second round of the Hunger Games. Congratulations. Did you think it was over because you made it through one round of the Hunger Games? All right, what's my take on Jay-Z accusations? Look, Sagittarius always gets away with it. You need actual concrete evidence. None of this hearsay, none of this, well, it looks like it could be possible, and he looks like the type of person who could, you need facts, okay? Y'all stay trying to get Jay-Z on accusation. Like Andrew Tate is still telling you, look, I could change my phone records. Look, you can't get Sag on rumors. I'm just going to say that right now. I think it's cap. I think it's complete cap. I don't think any of the Jay-Z accusations are really real like that. I'm not going to say he hasn't been involved in that, but I don't really care. Good question, though. All right. Yes. No. Y'all always get away with everything. I knew this was going to happen before. Scorpio, I don't even think Scorpio going to get caught. Like, I actually believe Diddy is going to walk away with a not guilty verdict, personally. But then again, R. Kelly didn't. So I don't know. I don't want to get too much of the current affairs. But that being said, y'all, you've made it into the final game changer of the cycle. And what do I mean by that? This is the very last full moon before we have the very first full moon of the next cycle. As you can see, this is a month from now. This is after the full moon in Libra, and the new moon in Aries, full moon in Libra is going to kick in the next new cycle. So everything that has to happen in order to actually, you know what I'm saying, shift it there is going to happen. Everything that's meant, yeah, this is facts here. Everything that's meant to happen in order to facilitate this transition of the totality of your belief system, in order to imagineer this next round and era and world, we're not only going to begin in the next 2 weeks, but then, of course, you know, in 6 months from now, it will all be real. So this is a precursor to Virgo season. And let me actually show you. In 6 months from now, The sun will be in Virgo, Pluto will be in Aquarius, Neptune will be in Aries, Uranus will be in Gemini. Okay, this is going to be like a massive fulfillment towards, by this period, now that the moon is giving you an analytical understanding of how the dreams you have planted seeds to, of course, create are real, right? Everything that's not real about it, you have to adjust. Everything that's real about it, you have to maintain. In 6 months from now, right, you're going to be aware of everything that the moon is having you understand now. All right. In the process of 6 months, we'll go through Gemini. These beliefs we'll be aware of as a thought process that Jupiter will have expanded through Gemini before it goes into Cancer. And then by Virgo, it's a lifestyle. It's real. The reason why this is significant is we legitimately did this last year. So let's go back in time because I want to show you 3 dates. 2024, we had the sun on Saturn, right? This was after the new moon. All right. That was our first contract. And now we have done the second contract. Okay. This is a really good shout out to Positive Attitude Aviation. So let's give you an idea of that. The analogy I wanted to give you for Saturn last year, that was you officially stepping into Noah's Ark, right? So let's go back a little bit more. Okay. We have 2024, right? But then we also had 2023. And 2023, Saturn had just began to go into Pisces, but we did not have the Sun-Saturn conjunction. I had to throw it away. I'm sorry. We did not take. I mean, we're gonna get another. We didn't have the Sun-Saturn conjunction on 2023. So from 2023 to 2024 was the process of you building Noah's Ark. So I want you to go back to March of 2023, and I want you to kind of entertain personally. How did God have you build this ark? This was the beginning of piecing together. Shout out to Neighborhood Hope Dealer. It's nice to have you. This was the beginning of piecing together, okay, facets of your own belief systems, all right? And your belief systems are the ark you were building. This was having you get ready to imagineer a system of beliefs that other people should have looked at you like you're crazy. Like, why are you building this ark in the middle of nowhere? You said this imaginary voice told you to do so, right? And we can use this as a reflection of our beliefs, where we've been sailing out of the old world system with new beliefs that reflect this next world system with which you are meant to depart from and actually repopulate the earth and actually express these gifts on this next world. Okay. Anyway, yes. So this chat is packed with powerhouses tonight. Thank you. This is a very important full moon. So why am I saying this? Now that it's actually quite interesting. All right, peep game, guys, peep game. Check this out, okay? So we know that this was where you began to build your ark, right? And then after the retrogrades and you built your ark, 2024 was when we began to ride the ark, that Sun-Saturn 2024, right? So let's say that was, let's say that was February 29th, 2024. Okay, February 29th, 2024. Now let's go to this year, right? Uh-oh. What did I do wrong? Oh, I did a week, that's why. All right, so if we go to 2025, boom, okay? So February 29th, 2024. Why is that significant, guys? Well, how long was Noah's Ark ride? Noah's Ark ride was a process significant, guys. Well, how long was, oh my God, how did this happen? Okay. How long was Noah's Ark ride? Noah's Ark ride was approximately 371 days. All right. 371 days. And what do we know about 371 days from February 29th, 2024? We know that that's March 6th, 2025, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. And what do you know about March 6th, 2025? That joint was a week ago. About a week ago. Okay, I don't know why I said. All right. So there you go. So I'm just saying this to say we have approximately been on the ark around the same time that Noah has been on the ark. And why is that significant? Why was it accurate for us to tie in Saturn and Pisces ending one world cycle into a new world cycle with Neptune? And what I've learned in researching Neptune, in the 1800s, the last time Neptune was in Pisces, a lot of people back then felt like their world was ending. The end of the world prophecies around Abraham Lincoln being not around Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was shot and the Civil War happened, but the end of world prophecies that happened back then, I thought were interesting because in a way they weren't wrong. Their world really ended. And it brought, of course, the 1900s, 2000s, and the revolutions that brought us into this next world with which we were born in, which is now our old world. So just like they had these beliefs that their world was ending, we are ending our world. Maybe the idea of a cataclysm or the, if you think of an era, if you think of an eternity, if you think of an age, these things are really just seen as epochs. They're just seen as like what we may think is eternity might really just mean an age, depending on how it's translated. And we've ended that age. We're ending this age. We're getting ready to step into more, revolutions that will make so much obsolete. So I just wanted to kind of bring that into key. 2023, we started to build the ark. 2024, we boarded the ark. So you are actively practicing these beliefs by sailing on the ark. And now 2025, we're getting ready to leave the ark. Okay. And that's where in 6 months through this Mercury retrograde, we're going to talk about that because Mercury, I think, is going to retrograde very shortly. And what's the Mercury retrograde transit all about? We see in a month, it's coming out of the retrograde in Pisces. Neptune is in Aries. Well, what do we know that Noah did? Noah sent out a bird to go scout the land. That bird is our brain processing. Mercury that goes out and then retrogrades brings us back a fig leaf to be like, hey, there's land, bro. And now we're getting ready to deboard because what's next year? So this is the transition out of it and we're landing into the next world. And then next year is the Sun, Saturn, Aries contract, where by the time we step into 2026, we have already deboarded the ark, and now we're starting a brand new cycle on this new land, activating this new world, stepping into these new pillars. And he sent on a raven, and then he sent on a dove. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Kurt. So he sent a raven and then a dove. Okay. So I just wanted to give you the lineup. This lineup is pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna have a lineup like this in a while. Okay, it's pretty cool. So that's where I wanted to show you the significance of 2025, right? Of how this year is transitioning us out of the old realm. You're seeing new management come into respective government offices. And here's a theory. My theory over the next 30 years is that we are going to see the biggest push around globalism versus nationalism. The globalists are going to call the nationalists fascists, and the nationalists are going to call the globalists greedy, right? You're going to see it's nothing that hasn't already been set up, but we do see with the individuality, right? Before the last 4 years was all globalism. It was all universal connections. And now we're coming in to redefine individuality, which I think is going to promote the rights of an individual, which I think is going to reinvigorate national identities. Okay. It might even spawn new nations through the dissolvement of other nations. I think you could look forward to an empire we have seen thrive, not make it through the rest of the decade. especially if we're to take Nostradamus's, you know what I'm saying, predictions, cool. So I don't want to set up that one is good and one is bad. I'm going to set up that there's good everywhere and then there's bad in everything, and you got to be able to discern, right? But personally, right, I think now that we are at this crucial conjuncture, we're going to have the eclipse now and in a couple days. The sun in between karma and destiny has had you sign this contract to conclude this. This is the culmination and height of everything you're meant to believe. Unlike last year, the North Node is in Pisces. So now, like we can see, we're going to go over the next 2 weeks. I do have the pick a card. We're going to do a pick a card reading as well for what this eclipse is going to be like for you. All right. But yeah, I think it's important to know over the next 2 weeks how this is getting ready to lever switch and apply how Virgo moon, everything you believe, Saturn, Sun, Pisces, is not only in a week from now, you're going to begin to see what direction to push it forward, but you're going to be harvesting over the next 2 weeks the supernatural height of magic you planted the seeds for 2 weeks ago. And I feel like the best analogy to give towards this is like you're a student of Hogwarts or Break Bills, because this new moon was the most magical new moon of the entire year and also of the previous cycle since April of 2024. Okay, so we planted the seeds. Gemini really called us out for how we need to dream bigger. And now Virgo is kind of allowing us to see how we've dreamed big enough or we still need to dream bigger. Okay, that's awesome. So with that being said, the reason why I feel like that's really amazing is because, well, you're going to be gaining a practical, tangible understanding of not only how to make sense of this game changer. The reason why I call this a game changer is the presence of mutable energies. T-Win, do you have a, could you drop your SoundCloud and your YouTube in the comments? Okay, I do have a friend who's wanting to follow you and support. Please message me that or drop it in the comments so we can follow that. But yeah, guys, I feel like this full moon right here, because of the totality of Saturn and Neptune, you're going to receptively and subconsciously be receptive to the totality of these belief systems and how they're real, and the transcendence of your imagination stretching beyond the physical, and how to make real sense of it outside of just an abstract belief, right? This is what's going to ground the supernatural, because unlike every transit we've had like this, Pluto was never in Sag. Even 30 years ago, when we had something like this, maybe even with the nodes, Pluto was in Scorpio. So now we're coming into a higher supernatural quality of this that could, you know, really influence the revolutions and revolts and really just the awakening of humanity for better or for worse. Because revolution and awakening doesn't have to be violent. It doesn't have to be cataclysmic. It might be, and it can, and it probably will, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so we're going to go over the next 2 weeks ahead, and then I'm going to pull the pick a card readings. Is there any ceremony that we need? No. Over the past 2 weeks, you made a wish and you believed what the next 30 years is going to be like for you. And all you had to do over the next 2 weeks up until today was to move as if you have everything you wished for. So now moving forward, you can release that intention. In fact, we're going to do this ceremony right now. If you want to join us, we're just going to kind of come back. Shout out to the Mystical Adventures. We love you, Kiki. And if you're losing your mind, you're doing it right. If you're not a little bit delusional, not all the way delusional, you don't want to go full R, but if you're balancing it, it's actually a good thing. So that being said, I want you to imagine, right, and decide with Saturn, what is it you believe that, and I want you to imagine you're placing an order to your higher self or the universe, not of anything you have to wait for, that it's instantly, you know, here. Because you're going to start to understand now how what you planted is actually real, you know, how it's actually happening. So I want you to confirm with 225 plus people, whether you're on Instagram or YouTube, how has this come true, right? How is this beginning to come true? Remember, we said we're limitless. We get an unlimited amount of anything, and everything we do is perfect, okay? If that's hard for some of you to believe, greatness is never easy. This is simple, but it's not easy. So it's really relative to your mental fortitude of how willing you are to maintain these beliefs, even in the face of everything going to shit. That is literally Saturn. Saturn is here to test your beliefs. Let me tell you again, Neptune is a troll. Poseidon is a troll. Poseidon believes in you. Poseidon already knows your latent potential. Saturn doesn't believe in you. Saturn is the standardized testing of a car company that's like, hey, we think your car is amazing, but we need to test this vehicle before we sell it on the market. And we have to do a series of standardized tests to make sure you're not selling Fugazi on the market. We like you, we like your brand, but we need to test this and we need to test it. And that's how you want to approach Saturn. Yeah, you believe all these amazing things about yourself, but Saturn is going to gang initiate you and jump you in. Saturn's going to be like, oh, you think you sexy, huh? All right, I'm going to put you in a room of people where you don't feel you're sexiest and you didn't get to use makeup today, and people are looking at you like you little crusty. Do you still believe you're sexy? Like, oh, okay, you believe that you're meant to be rich as hell and you're meant to have all this money. Okay, you haven't made money for the past 3 weeks. I've dried up all of your financial flow. Do you still believe you rich? Do you still believe you rich? And let me tell you, a lot of people fell off. Don't feel bad about yourself. Feel bad about yourself if you fell off and you didn't pick yourself back up. A lot of you fell off, not you watching. A lot of the collective you in the world saw that, oh, maybe their beliefs aren't as real as they thought they were, and they stopped believing in themselves. They're like, you know what? This can't happen. You know what? This is too hard. You know what? Oh, this person will never like me. Oh, you know what? I'm never going to make this work. And you literally coded to the universe that, oh, I'm not powerful enough to make my dreams a reality. And the universe said, if that's what you want. But you know what? Another group of you saw all of these tests. You saw this difficulty. You ringed up your scissors. You're like, that's it. That's it. I still believe. I know I'm still sexy. I know I'm still rich. I know I still got it. Okay. Does that make sense? It's a choice. The planets didn't make anyone do anything. The whole point of what we teach with astrology, we don't teach you how the planets affect you. We teach you how to time your actions with planetary cycles so you command the planets. You co-create and command the planets. Okay, it's not that, oh, Mercury retrograde made me do this. It's that I'm timing this with Mercury retrograde the same way that an agriculturist will time their planting of crops with the weather. Astrology is only space weather. That's it. It's space meteorology. So when somebody plants crops, they're not going to be like, oh, I didn't come into a good harvest because it rained. I mean, you could say the weather was horrible. It was not arable. Like it was snowing. So you could at some point blame some aspect of it to the weather. Like it was never raining. It was super snowy. But a good agriculturalist will let you know that it didn't control their decisions. They look at the weather. They realize it's rain. It's snowing. I'm not going to do it. Right? The weather didn't make them do it. They realize, okay, it doesn't align with this. Versus when it's clear and sunny, okay, it's the same with the planets. The planets don't make you do it, but when you align it with these cycles, you kind of have steroids. Like you unlock superpower because you realize, oh wow, okay, there is a electromagnetic frequency. There's an ELF wave that the Earth resonates and hums, and it's already proven that these waves do affect you. If it's not the planets, it's like the Earth is a tuner. All right. But with that being, shout out to the physicists who have discovered this. I learned this from a physicist who was able to actually bridge the two fields, which means astrology is not cognitive bias outside of a certain degree. All right. It's actually based on, real shit, but like real physics. All right. But that being said, once again, I feel like now that we've kind of established this, right? In I think a week, we're gonna step into the sun in Aries. And I got it. I saw there. I gotta reference the video. Kurt, if you can message me on Instagram, I'll send that to you. But yeah, that being said, I feel like I was saying something I just forgot. But anyway, that being said, we Aquarius energy is these human. That's hilarious. This shift of perspective is getting ready to direct in Aries where we're going to take this. So you could look forward to that. And that's what I was saying. I remember basically you chose to not let your external 3D circumstances change your inner world. And many of you might have been realizing the external illusion to shift your moods so that you change your beliefs by yourself. These are agents in the matrix. They can't force you to make a decision, but they can influence you to feel bad about yourself, to feel like you're less than you are, so that, of course, you know what I'm saying, you change your beliefs. So that's basically it. And that's what I was trying to say. The planets don't force you what to do. You either made a choice to believe or you made a choice to not believe. Okay. I never stopped believing that the Sagittarius lady I emailed is my wifey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know she probably want nothing to do with me. She probably moved on. I'm not waiting for her to email. I'm cool with moving on with someone else, but I know in my heart of hearts, we already boo. Like, we have a son right now. We have kids. Now, does that mean that we really gonna have kids in real life? Yeah, goddamn bet you. And I'm gonna show you, but it's cool. I'm open. I'm not too attached. Like, if it doesn't work out specifically like that, it's cool. But don't think I ever stopped believing. Don't think I ever stopped believing that. Okay, because how am I gonna cheat on Kylie? Kylie is with Timothy. Kylie is with another fly young man right now. So we went our separate ways. Kylie is my wife in a past life. We had our thing. We meant to grow apart in this life and go our separate ways. But it's cool. Shout out to her too. All right. But other than that, he said I'm more of a Scorpio guy myself. I feel you, Kurt. A lot of men are. But yes, that's actually how you can tell what kind of man someone is. Are they more of a Leo person or are they more of a Scorpio person? Unless all you need to know about that person. Trust me. I'm gonna do a case study about that too. She got with the Libra. A Scorpio tried to get with her. She ended up getting with Libra. Anyway, other than that, I just want to give like a Spark Notes version of events. And positive attitude, thank you, fam. I appreciate you. So that being said, like, did you choose to believe or did you choose to doubt? Listen, you can still repent. You can still repent from your sins and continue to believe. That's it. You can continue to believe in the innate inner spark that will allow you to reveal the truth of your situation. And it's as simple as, what do you believe you are here to accomplish and have accomplished? All right. And that's it. I want you to release it right now. I want you to hold in your mind's eye that you have an apple or object in your hand. And I want this object to represent everything that you wish to have right now, like you have it. Okay. All right. You could absorb it. Okay. And then I want you to take a droplet of that, and I want you to drop that droplet in this magical box, this magical pot. And now 230 plus people are doing this. This is an imaginational exercise. So we're just using your imagination to take this concept. We're all imagining putting this in a pot. So we're all releasing the essence of this. You could do this in any way. Basically, the whole point of it is I want all of us to just kind of release the intention as if, of course, we are reaffirming we got it. And that's really all you have to do. And the reason because of that is over the next week and a half, once we step into Aries season, now that your belief has adjusted, which is like changing the direction of the sails, we're going to move in that direction authentically. And you're going to understand and be aware of what next steps to take. So if you're wondering, what do I do to get it? That's Aries season. Okay. How am I doing before this eclipse and full moon? I feel amazing. I feel like I've walked out of one old door of my life. I purposefully isolated myself from society since 2000, and I gave myself from 2027. My spirit told me 2019, I need to get off the grid 2023. And then what happened. But back in 2020, 2019, 2020, I was like, yeah, 2025 is going to be the year I start to kind of come out again. And then by 2026, 2027, I'm out. And it's exactly how it happened. I feel like I've been in a hyperbolic time chamber. And I was able to really like go deeper into myself and realize everything I'm meant to believe about myself, but and the world at large. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm excited to be here with y'all, right? And yeah, I just want to make sure you're clear that now that we're harvesting this perspective, you want to brace and impend for miracles. Okay? Shh. Brace for impending miracles. Okay? And be very mindful, right? Pre-trib or post-trib? I'm just joking. Be very mindful because a whole lot of moving forward, how we're getting ready to step into this next world, we're still in between worlds. And that's where I want to, once again, this is the contract. You want to look at this as the final contract of a television show you've been watching since your parents were kids. All right, so you couldn't have been alive. But then you want to look at next year as the beginning of a brand new season series. So this is like a brand new show on a brand new network with brand new actors, and it's the first of its kind. So the new cycle, the next world cycle officially begins next year, but we're going to break into it this year. We're going to come out of the old, come into the new, set it up. This year is going to be like the first half of the year we were using smartphones. The second half of the year, we don't use smartphones anymore. We have like appliances where we don't need to use our hands. And now every television is being replaced. Every smartphone is being replaced so that by next year, now everyone uses this new technology. That's one example. Will it happen like that? I don't know, but we may get GTA 6 this year. Anyway, I don't even think I've ever played GTA really like that. But other than that, yes, we got a heel turn from John Cena before we got GTA 6, which this year is very interesting. But other than that, everyone is turning heel this year. It's so interesting. In real life, in production, it's so interesting. But other than that, how will AI affect us transitioning into this new world? AI didn't really become popular until Pluto exactly entered Aquarius. Study it. Study Pluto's first entrance into Aquarius. Study its relationship with AI. But this is going to really represent, by 29 degrees Pluto Aqua, the full intelligence of artificial intelligence. They're already starting to make robots. So everything you kind of probably imagine, you're going to see it more. I saw the Invincible episode this morning. That's why I woke up late today, because I stayed up until 12 to watch it. It was magnifique. Debbie, I love you, Debbie. You let your little child go out to almost get ripped in half by a space conqueror who, imagine sending your little child out because he wants to fight a space conqueror who rules over worlds and destroys worlds because he was afraid of his brother getting hurt. And you're like, just don't get hurt. And it's like, Debbie, you sent that little boy out to die. I'm going to be completely honest. It is what it is. All right, let me not get too distracted. But oh my God, Elisha, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you didn't see it. I won't say anything more. She really thought Oliver would listen to her, bro. I didn't understand. All right. So other than that, Mork and Mindy. So all right, so nice. That's really all you have to do. It's not like if you release that intention. The reason why I wanted you to do it in this pot is because now 250 plus people are going. We're all going to make the wish that your released intention and wish continues to come true in 3, 2, 1. In your own words, we set the intention that everyone's wish and intention comes true. Okay. All right. Thank God. If you guys didn't say spoilers, I was about to spoil it. So I won't really reveal too much spoilers. But okay. So with that being said, we're gonna go into the next 2 weeks. Then we'll pull the pick a card reading, and then we can conclude. I do want to once again emphasize that with the sun that's going to go over the North Node in Neptune and Venus that's retrograde, Venus retrograding brings back soulmate dynamics relative to old contracts, but also relative to, oh my God, Elisha, no way. I'm so sorry. That sucks. I thought you knew, fam. I thought you knew. Oh, it's crazy because the gay is a Pisces and he's a troll. We got trolled. But other than that, yes, this is going to revisit old or previous archetypes of people. Well, what am I trying to say? The person who you are now reflects an individual who has changed a massive amount of your belief system. So you're not really the same person. So there's who you were before you've changed these belief systems, right? And then there is who you are after you've changed those belief systems. Before you've changed those belief systems, there's a type of person you'd entertain. There's a type of way you would express your love and heart to people. Now that your belief systems have adjusted and aligned more to who you really are, Venus retrograde is revisiting this so that now you are in a position to correct these dealings of a people. All right. And Venus is going to go back into Pisces and reimagine now what you believe, now that you are shifting the direction of how you have sex with others, how you express your pleasure and love and your platonic relationship desires. Okay. Mercury is getting ready to retrograde to now also reevaluate your brain's processing of information relative to how authentic you think about yourself. So now that we've got all that, thank you, Kat. Now that we got all that, kind of squared away, we know that the moon in Virgo is going to go into Libra. The moon in Libra is immediately going to apply the shift of perspective and push forward how it is our dreams are coming true by giving us a social context. Okay, now you know how your dreams are coming true. Now the moon in Libra wants you to go do this. Go talk to this person. Go outside and do this so that you can apply your analysis of how your dreams are coming true. You're going to understand how the social dynamic with which you take part of actively transforms your beliefs because you are applying what you believe there. Okay. So it's like, oh, wow, I understand that I'm sexy. I'm so sexy. And I'm starting to understand how I'm sexy. One of the ways I'm understanding how I'm sexy is how my voice makes some people feel. You know what I'm saying? So now the moon is going to go into Libra, and now I'm going to walk up to Marilyn, and I'm going to be like, hey, Marilyn, you know I'm sexy. What's good, girl? What's good? You want to give me some of that? You want some of this loving, Marilyn? You know you want some of this loving, Marilyn. You know you can't resist me. You can't resist me. And she's going to be like, oh, my God, she's feeling so sexy. Oh, my God. And now I have transformed my beliefs because I understood what action to take to the mother God here, Marilyn, to this queen right here. And now I am seeing an application. She even said she want to F me up. Like, come on, this is PG. Don't start saying all that. Come on. It's in the eyes. So now I'm actually applying this shift in perspective it's transforming my beliefs because I believed that I could rizz her up, and I understood, and then boom, she got rizzed up. Now she's saying she gonna F me up. Like, there you go. It's super easy. It's super easy. I'm too hot for YouTube, son. I'm too hot for YouTube, son. You're the snake. Let's go. So it is what it is. You feel me? And the the moon now in Libra is going to trine Jupiter in Gemini, and this is going to expand the game you spit. I mean, it's going to expand your vocabulary. It's going to expand a whole lot of how realistically and truthfully you bridge these ideas with other people. And with Pluto in Aquarius, you're going to be tapping into awakening sociological themes that either push or bring back progressivism. You see a lot of people yelling more about social issues they're angry about, which who doesn't these days? So, and not that it's a bad thing. Now, the moon's going to go into Scorpio. The moon is immediately going to square Pluto. Okay, but we want to see how the sun will be on the North Node. So this is going to be the official activation. Remember, we had this last year in Aries. Oh, Cuddle Wagon, I have no riz. I have no game. You'll be good. You'll be good. You don't have to have game. I mean, it helps. But don't worry. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Trust me. It's better to have confidence than game. But like, hey, if you got it, you got it. It's cool. I don't even try to pretend I got rid. So the sun on the North Node is what's going to activate this rabbit hole portal that you're going to fish down. Okay. And personally, it puts you in a position to now feel the depth of intensity that's transforming the applied wisdom and puts you in a position, stop it right now, and puts you in a position to realistically now see the higher wisdom, because Scorpio is in a Sagittarius psych angle. You're going to see into the deeper wisdom of how this is transforming your beliefs real time. Okay. And another thing that's very unique about this is this occurring during the sun in between the North Node and Neptune. And that's what makes the final facet of this transit very key. That's why you want to take serious the rest of Pisces season. Everything kind of led to there. No, not even. All right, not even. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sometimes, but not all the time. Okay, so of course, we are about to hear some of the craziest ideas in history expressed. I don't think people understand how much on point higher thought is here with this. Uranus in Gemini, and that's why I'm glad we have a Gemini president, because he's going to be in the forefront of pushing these radical ideas. But like, we're about to have some of the most radical through Uranus and Gemini till 2032. Jupiter just expanded and opened every plot point, and now it's going to be innovated. All right. So just 99.9%. And if we do, okay, wait. But with that being said, I want you to note that the full moon we had right next to Saturn, and after this full moon today, we have the moon going through North Node. We have the moon going through Neptune. This is once in a lifetime. We've never had such a concentration of perspective with Pluto and Aquarius. It's going to feel like you're going through a rabbit hole. You're at the right place at the right time. It's going to tie in together everything you've experienced over the past 20, 30 years, and you will be directly guided moving forward. You're getting ready for the next round of the Squid Games. But the reason why that's very significant is because this is where you have to be paramount on maintaining these beliefs. Okay, listen, if I can believe that I am the sexiest man that walks the face of the earth, you can believe in yourself. If my beard is looking like this and I ain't even cut my hair and I can believe that I am that sexy, guys, you have no excuses. You can believe anything about yourself, okay? And it is so very important because when the sun goes through here, you are cosmically and consciously laying cement. If you are, and while the moon is in the agent signs of Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, you're going to be feeling opposing dynamics because resistance charges current and produces greater voltage. You want the resistance. You want people to be hating on you. You want people to challenge you because you're not a coward. All right. You have to do things by people's like dictates. Stand your own ground. You don't have to do too much. But if at the very least you're sticking to a belief about yourself as stubbornly as possible and you're not changing it, you're only changing it to the degree that it allows you to align more in integrity with it. That's all you have to do. That's all. The action is going to come Aries season. That's all you have to do over the next week. That's all you have to do, because what you're believing is going to imprint on this North Node. It's not going to imprint on the actual planets, but you want to imprint this while this is occurring. Okay. Very, 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 very significant. Right. And shout out to Aries because this is true. So this is where you want to be even more fish-tarded while still opposing the social understanding of how to really contextualize it. It's okay to balance both worlds. I'm Mars Aries. Okay. So really, really, really keep that in mind. Okay. It puts you in a position to prepare to step forward, especially the culmination here where we will have the 29-degree Neptune sun with the moon at 29-degree Scorpio. Okay, that's going to be the peak day here. We're going to begin to see what we have begun to analyze, see the higher meaning of how indeed these beliefs are visual. You're seeing into the meaning of the beliefs that not only you're activating, but 29 degrees, we haven't had an activity like this since the 1840s, since the 1800s. So we're not going to have this for a while, another century and a half. So this is the most psychic you'll ever be. And that's not the best way to say it, but this is the height of which your imagination collectively, all of us can believe. And I believe this is going to facilitate a very unconventional awakening and manifestation and expression of supernatural potential you have slowly but surely been working to blossom more and more. Okay, please, I really might. I didn't realize Isis is in my 11th house in Pisces, and like that's kind of like a harem. But other than that, y'all, so that's the first part of this. And Dove Visions, I'm so glad this resonates with you. This is the first part. We got the Pisces portal in the building. I love that. This is the first part of this, okay? So right now, I want to highlight the first part of this is, okay, the moon in Virgo to the moon in Sag. We're going to go from sun 23 degrees to 29 degrees. We are hitting Saturn, North Node, Neptune. So the first part of that is to load and plant the seeds at the final level of this final fantasy. What is the great dream that you have always dreamed? Your cumulative experience up until this point has brought you here so that you can imagine what you will contribute into this next world. We have people born in 95, 96, 97, and beyond who are legitimately here to create the new world. They're the leaders of the new school. By the time you get to 2005, the stars of the new world, from 95 to 2005, all of those young adults are going to come of age. It's going to start with 96, 97, and 98. They're going to come of age over the next 3 years. And you're going to start. These are crash outs, by the way. Do you know I'm a little tense about this? Pluto Sagittarius kind of called us all wimps. I'm going to be completely honest. Pluto Sagittarius let you know they're ready to burn this up. The Pluto Sag kids, all the people born after 95, they're not playing around. Like, they're really serious about revolution. The builder of the new earth, right, who was born in 1998, popped a CEO with 3 shell casings. He represents every single child Well, y'all aren't children anymore. He represents every single one of you born during this period. Like y'all are not compromising. Like y'all are ready. So what happens when they come of age? They're gonna start running shit. And this is why they're the creators of New York. So you're gonna start to see this. Generation Alpha is getting ready to set up their Saturn return in 12 years. Generation Beta, these supernatural baby geniuses are being born. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. This is the collective generations that are going to take advantage of their numbers and usurp government. You're going to see younger people in leadership. So they know how to work together. Trust me. That's a prediction. But like, yeah, this is all getting ready to transition very powerfully. And the first part of this is really setting up what you are going to be revealed. I want you to take seriously the next 7 days like it's the most important 7 days. The things that are going to be revealed will open up the doorway into a reality that you will experience 6 months from then in Virgo season. Okay? You see this retrograde? Once we're here, we're now being aware of how what we believed is actually real now. Through our behaviors, our beliefs, through our thoughts, are now habits. You'll know that these beliefs were delusional because you weren't able to support a real lifestyle around it. You know these dreams were real because you were able to build habits around these beliefs. It's as simple as that. Okay. Wow. So that was the first part of this. The second part of this is now the Aries transit. Once we have now specifically decided and activated these cycles, it's time to go. We ride at dawn, baby. The sun is in Aries, okay? And we start Aries season off with the completion in Capricorn. So the moon in Sag is going to give us a higher perspective of how we can actually move in the first direction in Cardinal Aries towards the manifestation of our dreams. And we're going to see a higher perspective of who we are. Then the moon in Capricorn is going to complete this, and we're going to gain a grounded understanding, okay, of how to utilize this budding new character. Because Pisces is your belief in yourself, and then Aries is the action of pushing forward. Oh my God, don't make me listen. I'm going to do a poll, but you guys are going to be mad because I'm going to do it anyway. It's like a ceremony for me. The only reason why I didn't do it last year was because I visited a certain Libra who wanted to see my beard. So I never did it, but I have to do it this year because, it's going to go into Aries. I could wait till next year. And I'm going baby face, guys. I have the poll. I know a lot of y'all don't want it. So I always get mixed reviews on this. Like you have the group, like my mom, and you have a whole bunch of people who are like, ew, you don't need the beard. But then you have a bunch of people who are like, boy, keep the beard. It's the only manly thing about you. And like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Personally, I just like it because it's low maintenance. I was gonna throw out Mickey, but it's just too high maintenance. I don't want to be having to cut my beard every day. I just like it. If it's baby face, it is what it is. How can I be a wise sage with no beard? The thing is, when I cut all my hair off, I'm going to grow the beard back. But cutting it off is just symbolic for the baby face of 0 degrees Aries. And the beard is naturally going to grow back in like Taurus season. And then I'll keep the beard. So my bad. When I said I was going to cut the beard off, I didn't mean I was going to keep it a baby face. I'm going to grow back the beard. But you might see a baby face in Aries season. That's it. You might see my baby face, but I will grow the beard back. So that being said, right? You're right. Oh my God. that being said, all right, just for March. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for understanding. So that being said, Aries is where we start to push forward because Pisces is your belief in yourself, and Aries is now the application of this belief. You are taking individual actions that reflect who you authentically are, and this reveals who you are. So we're starting Aries season, completing the previous new moon in Pisces. The beliefs you had about yourself are completing by coming into a integral understanding in Capricorn of who you are. All right, how do you utilize this new dispensation and action of self? I don't know if dispensation was the right word, but what that's going to lead to is, of course, the moon in Aquarius, which is going to awaken the celestial team. It's going to awaken extremely a more supernatural understanding of who is meant to be around you and who is on your team, who aligns with these beliefs. Then we're going to have the obsolescence of these beliefs, because you're going to understand how certain things you had to believe, you don't have to believe anymore because you're actively living it now. You're taking action towards it. And then boom, baby, we got the new moon, son. We got the new moon, son. You feel me? It is what it is. No eyebrows. Oh my God. No, we ain't about to do TPD like that. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. All right. So I would. Okay. Okay. So we have pile 1, we have pile 2, we have pile 3. You know what? Let me do 3 cards. Why not? The underlying theme of this is, not surprisingly, Pisces, the moon. So basically, you are being shown a vision and a dream that only you can see, my friend. No one else can see this because God didn't see it fit to reveal this to anyone else. You'll know what it is because if you were to share it, people would reasonably think you're delusional. There's nothing wrong that they think you're delusional. It's that what you're proposing to them operates outside of their framework and box of logic. It goes outside of their belief systems. There's no way they can make sense of it. But you were shown this. You were given synchronicities, dreams. You know that this is real to you. This is so very important. Okay. This is the path with which you're going to, you know what I'm saying, really walk that straight and narrow in order to accomplish these dreams. This is going to unveil what about your vision is delusion and what about it is intuition. This is going to develop your psychic abilities so that you can walk the path of your own drum, but it's not just in your head. If habits and behaviors get in the way of this vision, then you want to work on that. But the dreams you're seeing are real. The message behind the dreams you're seeing are real. It's your subconscious making sense of phenomena your critical brain has not made sense of yet. Let's just say hypothetically. So this is very powerful. You are going to be revealed this. And this isn't meant to have you be like, what do I do? What do I do? It's meant to guide the direction you move forward because all this is going to be unfolded. All right. So really keep that in mind. Be willing to believe in the impossible. And should you choose to accept this mission, what it is you've been revealed. So we're going to do pile 1. Okay. Pile uno. What is the theme of this eclipse for you? We have the Emperor, baby. You the boss. All right. You putting it down. You holding it down. You know what I'm saying? This is my Brooklyn voice because in my head, I am from Brooklyn, even though I grew up in New Jersey and I only lived in Queens the first 4 years of my life. But I believe that even though I'm from New Jersey, I can be from Brooklyn. So you know what I'm saying, son? You know what I mean? Like the Emperor is saying that you are establishing authority over who you are and your beliefs. You're ready for Aries season. And this is putting you in a position to realistically apply the necessary discipline in order to maintain this authority. The emperor has his table. There are rules that he sets on this table, and that's what it happens. Anytime those rules are broken, the emperor puts that person in check. What is that table in your life? Okay, because you're going to add so much more authority and stability behind most of these dreams. That is a compliment. That is a compliment. So with that being said, okay, we do have the strength card. The strength card is talking about the gift and lesson of this transit. You're going to realize that you have a giant monkey inside yourself and you are stronger than ever. You're going to realize that that giant monkey you have below is super powerful and you can use it to smash all your goals. No, but it also represents, you know what I'm saying? This passion, this quality of now under the emperor, because the strength card is like you're really good at playing guitar, but the emperor is you book your own shows, you book artists, and you have this talent. You run the show, but you also have the talent. So you're able, it's not like you just have this passionate hobby. Under the guidance of your own discipline, you can accomplish more with the strength. This lesson is going to teach you that you're stronger than you could ever realize. And the outcome we have here is the Hierophant. So this, of course, from 4 to 5 is going to have you play more of an organizational role. Pile 1, you're like a label owner, right? You're like someone who, okay, I have my own talent. I run my own label. And now people are coming to me so that I can manage them. People are coming to sign to me, right? I'm able to manage other artists. People are going to come to you for the keys. You're going to really gain more authority within an organization. You may be a gang leader, and it's through the passion and strength and love and mastery over lust of what you do that this is going to really have you unify. You know, Hierophant is also a marriage card. So we are going to see, even if this isn't romantic marriage, we are going to see, you know, you stepping forward traditionally and gaining more stability and strength through such. Okay. So pilot 2, shout out to Bushman ATL. What is, okay, the theme around this eclipse for you? We do have the world. Damn. All right. Pilot 1 and 2 are really out here. We do have the world. The world is talking about fulfillment. This is Saturn. This is the sun quite literally currently on Saturn right now. Okay. And it's putting you in a position to realistically, okay, activate everything that you will step into fulfillment. If you pick pile 2, total success is yours. Absolute completion is yours. The world. Okay, you can stop time, brother. And the reason why this is significant is because you've put in so much work your whole life. And it's having you now own the fulfillment that comes as a result of it. I need you to claim this at the top of your lungs right now, or it doesn't have to be loud, but I need you to claim this. All right. This is all the Dragon Balls. This is Shenron right here. This is going to be you really coming into this graduation that now prepares for you to step into this next cycle. And the gift and the lesson through this is the Tower. This is going to be an instant success. This is going to really upheaval and break through anything that's not founded in truth. Any of the people around your life who do not recognize that you are this success, things are just not going to work out. It's just going to, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing. You guys could leave on good terms. You don't even have to cut people off. It's just the Tower. The reason why this is a gift is that with lightning speed, this is Mars, right? Which is in Cancer right now. This is going to very powerfully, basically, you built this, and now everything around what you built that's not in truth is just going to fall apart. So all that's left is this completion. And the outcome we have for you is the Hangman. It's going to require surrender, right? This is quite literally Neptune that comes after Saturn. You are surrendering to the fact that you are successful. And regardless of pile, this is going to hit home relative to what society has told you success is supposed to look like. And the Moon card is showing you that there's what society tells you success is, and then there's what success actually is. in most cases, which has nothing to do with what society considers successful. And then most of who society considers successful don't even feel successful in their own skin because of, maybe what they haven't told you they had to do to get there. Like, not that everyone does bad things to be successful, but it's going to redefine the nature of success to where you're going to surrender to what you have achieved versus feeling like there's anything more you have to do. When you've graduated school, you don't have to re-graduate. You are an alma mater. You've learned everything you've learned. All right. So something to keep in mind, this is collective for whoever picked pile 2. And I want to hit home with the moon card here again, because you have been sold on an idea of success that is not truly successful. Success is really more tied into really the accumulation of invisible and eternal things. It's not based on anything material. This idea of leaving stuff behind for future generations and a legacy, you're meant to, we're redeeming this earth, right, to where we will live eternally, but it's not based on, the material things that you, within a closed system of a system and society, you impress others with. It's not really about that. Some people don't get that. Some people live their whole life trying to gain treasures for something that doesn't even last forever. And other than that's why I'm saying God is showing you a dream that no one else can see, because it's eternal. And this is why he's separating you. He don't want you to be like them other, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a sanctification in some senses. And that can cause people to look at you like, oh, you don't really have much going for you, when you've been successful for years. All right. You just may have not been in a position to make it look like the conventional way it's supposed to look like. All right. And many of you are going to now realize what doesn't support that and why that has to be. Okay. So pile 3, and listen, this stuff sounds like spiritual mumbo jumbo. I know this sounds very, like, take this to the real world. It sounds like mumbo jumbo. No one's trying to hear all that. This is the devil rules this world. Capricorn, the power of the dollar. Like, this is a dimension where you need to be on a rabbit hole. You need to push forward. You need to produce results for somebody. And you're nobody's slave like that. So let them talk smack, because you have a piece within you that they have to manufacture. The stuff that you have naturally on you or in you, they have to buy to get on them. There are people who have to pay for peace. And you naturally cultivate that within yourself. So you're going to realize how that has always been success. You're going to realize how certain things that you may have felt you needed to do to be successful, you have been successful. You have actually been building. Okay, so we're going to do pile 3. The lesson for pile 3, okay, is the magician, baby. All right, all 3 piles, y'all are legit. So pile 1 is a boss. They're getting their whole stuff straight together. They have great authority through discipline. They wake up, they show up, they do what they have to do. Okay. And pile 2 is coming into fulfillment, right? They're here to really come into the successful culmination of all their efforts and prepare to graduate to the next level. Pile 3, you're him, you're her. You really like that. You really like that, pile 3. You really like that, pile 3. You wave your hands, you snap your fingers, and shit happens, pile 3. You really like that. You magic for real. You just say an intention, it already starts happening. That's the theme of this. As above, so below. You stay having all the elements. You're an avatar. And you're able to actually push through with your own resourcefulness and make anything happen. Whether it takes a little time or instantly. So this speaks of your skills, your resourcefulness, and your ability to manifest nearly instantly. All right, your ability to create, co-create, and really now tap into literal magic. Okay, so what is the gift, right, behind this? Well, we do have the Hermit, which, did someone just say the Hermit? Well, we do have the Hermit. So the Hermit is very beautiful because you're understanding that no one can do what you do. The gift behind this is that you're so skilled at what you do relative to this moon card. Remember, you have created your own lane and your own path. You're able to navigate through this life with your own guidance. You don't have to really follow mainstream guidance. You have this light of the word because you're directly connected. Okay. And I feel like someone just thought the hermit. Before I have no wonder. So the reason why this is significant is because, this allows an internal sense of mastery that really takes into account all the time you've taken out by yourself, where you've come into mastering all your abilities in a way, once again, no one else can do. And that's the gift and lesson here. You have mastered skills and abilities that no one else on this planet can do. You have an understanding of this world that no one else can understand. And as the hermit, you can consistently replicate it. It's not like you do something and it was a coincidence. Your Ichigo telling Byakuya, oh, what is it called when a coincidence happens the second time? Right? Is it still a coincidence if I do it again the second time? Like, that's you just mastering Bangkok. And the outcome we have is the Lovers. Now, this is interesting because with the presence of the Magician, you may be connecting with your most compatible soulmate. And the reason why you're able to unite your head and heart is because you took so much, like the Magician and the Hermit is someone who isolated or took so much time out to master their magic. Whereas everyone was, going out, which for some people, that was their thing. They had to go out. They had to express themselves, right? You stayed inside. You might have been out, but you kept within yourself. You were focused on mastering your craft. And now that you've mastered your craft, you're going to have the full joy of really expressing this in the union of your mind and heart. And the Hermit card is going to really speak of a more intimate, personal level of establishing this quality of connection. Okay, that's Gemini, Virgo, and this is Mercury. Thank you, Cuddle Wing Dragon. This is Gemini, this is Virgo, Gemini, and this is Mercury that connects Gemini and Virgo. So it's like it's also kind of like connecting. For some of you, this is being with your soulmate. This is being with your most compatible soulmate who recognizes the light that you shine within. But this is really awesome. So guys, this was a really dope full moon ceremony. You guys are amazing. I'm very grateful for you guys. I know moving forward, it's definitely going to be very impactful. I love the Magicians. It kind of fell off after season 3. Season 4 and 5 are all right, but it peaks at season 3. Let me just let you know that right now. They get to experiment. Margot carried the whole show. There are certain people who carried the whole show. Elliot, shout out to Elliot too. But really great show though. Really great show. Really great show. You guys stay blessed as always. All right. I want you to move forward in preparation for Aries season to really align again with your beliefs. You owe it to yourself to believe the greatest things about yourself. You owe it to yourself to believe that you can accomplish the greatest things. Okay. I'm sexier than like Usher, Brad Pitt, Trey Songz. Like, you put me next to Trey Songz, right? And the woman will be like, he's doing so much sexy. Do you think I really believe that? Do you think I really believe that? Well, I do now. Well, I do now. If I didn't believe that before, well, I do now. And this is how delusional you have to be. All right, it can no longer be delusional. Like, you just have to believe in yourself. You like that? You like that? And the ladies could be cringing seeing me, but I still believe in myself. It is what it is. It has to be that powerful. Okay. Anyway, y'all stay blessed as always. Shelly Marshall, thank you so much. And until next time, I love you guys. This was once again super fun. Peace.